Ok. Supuestamente esto de tener low latency. Vamos a poner el OBS por acá. Ok. Vamos a hacer un share. Uh, este es un stream de Golang y React. Cualquier pregunta, pónganla en el chat. This is a Golang and React stream. Any doubts you can ask on chat. Okay. Ay, se ve bien ron mi ojo. Está bien. Vamos a poner un poco de musiquilla. Vamos a también empezar el proyecto. Estos proyectos los voy a dejar abiertos. Uno de Go e-commerce y otro de microservicios. Pero ese no va a ser el stream de hoy. El stream de hoy va a ser de Go o Footbeats, más bien Footbeats, que es la aplicación. Ahí está. Que bueno, de hecho esto es más, vamos a hacer algo nada más por ser quisquilloso. Move, Go, no, move Chi Soccer a Footbeats. Footbeat server y Footbeat client, ok, ahí está. Ok. No, no puede ser, ok. Ahorita pongo bien la... Hello, good morning from Nepal. Hey, short clips, how you doing? Tell us if you want to share a little bit on the chat. What are you working on? What do you want to learn? Tell us a bit about yourself. I'm going to be doing Golang right now, so I'm guessing that you're interested in Golang, which that is the application that I'm working on currently. Okay. Music. Okay, all right. Create collection as streaming. Okay. Interesting. I'm working on Golang backend API. I mean, I'm trying to learn. I've watched your previous videos. Oh, nice. What do you think about my videos? I'm interested. Have you find them helpful? Do you think you're missing a couple of things here and there? Well, what are your general thoughts? Okay, that should be good enough. Okay. Yes, it were helpful. Thank you. Oh, nice, nice. So I'm planning to do also in the near future a tutorial with authentication. And yeah, I mean, I'm also trying to do a Udemy course where I put everything together and deployment. But yeah, in YouTube, I'm also going to release an authentication video, so you guys have that resource for free. Well, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm trying to put as much as I can. Obviously, right now I'm a little bit freer. I'm transitioning from my previous job to like a new one, so I have more free time on hands. But normally it's not that easy to build stuff. But right now I'm free, so definitely I'm trying to pump out more content. So that's my plan. Give you guys more content for sure. Okay, so what are we trying to do today? So this is what we're trying to do today. You've seen this application a couple of times now already. Oh, I didn't share this in Twitter. Let's put this on Twitter. One second. Yeah, for sign up, I successfully sent mail to user for welcome, and now I'm trying to learn to implement how to send link for verification and verify email ID. Oh, interesting. That's pretty good. I think that's a good implementation, especially since email verification makes things more secure. Oh, that's a weird song. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. Definitely something that I want to do too. I'm more interested right now in payments and graphics, or graphics, sorry. So for example, this is actually what I want to do in this stream. Let's take this for example. Or not that. Oh wow, I think I would have had more reports. Score. That's fine. Okay, so actually this is a good time to test this right now. So let's say that this game, we have this game that happened on November 6th. So I'm doing the day, month, year type of format. I know in the US month goes first and then day, but I'm abiding to this. But anyways, that being said, let's say that I go to my games, to this one right here. It's probably useful that I show the group, which group played on this game. Let's actually do that first. It's actually not that complicated. So let's go to MVM. What do I want to also display? Okay, whatever. We'll leave. I'll leave that thing there for a second. Okay, so what I want to do again is display the group. That way I can show you guys what I'm trying to do, which is upload a report. That report should display the performance of each player within a game, and then I want to display a graph of how a player has been performing throughout a period. By the way, I'm drinking sake. I don't know, kind of like sake. It's pretty neat. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go to my services, which are the ones that directly communicate to the database. Okay, I had to change that. So. By the way, I'm gonna put a poll, see how you guys think the music is. Is music volume fine? I'm gonna put music volume is good. Volume is too high. Volume is good. Volume is high. Volume is low. Alright, so I'll put that there. Okay, so again, let's go to services, and we're trying to display the group within a game. So I'm gonna go to my game services. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so now this is cleaner. So now when I get a single game, so this get game by ID or get game by date field. No, probably this is the one. So I also want to make sure to be getting the group. Now I want to see what structure does my, how is the structure of the game. So in this case, the structure, it has field ID, date, group ID, created at, updated at. So what I can do is another join in group ID. So I can do inner join groups G. Just want to make sure that the table is grouped. So yeah, groups. Okay. So let's close that. Okay, so it's groups. So inner join groups G, and I want to do on. Do I already have G for games? Yes. Okay, so it has to be GP. I love rap, by the way. I just don't like this song. I love Kendrick Lamar, but that song, the previous one that was, what is this? I put electronic. Gonna get rid of this. Oh, I gotta close Spotify. Don't want to get demonetized. Alright, so I'm gonna roll with electronic. So I don't get demonetized, okay. All right. All right. So, sorry. I digress there. So groups. So on group dot id is going to be equal to games dot group id. That way I can grab all the group information and then I can put here group dot name groups. Okay, so okay, name. So I can drag that. Okay, perfect. So now by the way, I don't know if I should add air to this project. I kind of like air. I don't know if you guys have heard about air. Let me show you air. Air Golang. So it's kind of like what NodeMun was before. I've been using it in one project. It's actually really good. It's not that hard to add it to the project, so I'll add it in a bit. Just do there's a go get. There's a way to do go get. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Go install. Oh, I think I have it. Okay. So maybe do I have air Tomo? No, that didn't do anything. I remember using it the other day. Air init, duh. Okay. So now I have my air Tomo somewhere here. There you go. Probably this can go in the git ignore also. Dot air dot tomo. So now in my air dot tomo. Oh, okay. I have to. There you go. Air dot tomo. Then here, what you want to do is you're going to build a temporary file, and then point that to your actual file. The temporary file is something that you're going to be deleting over and over. What if I'm a React dev and I need to choose a tech to learn backend? Which would you recommend me stick with JS? And I don't know why the... Okay, let's see if that goes away. Hola, ¿qué tal, Héctor? ¿Cómo estás? Ángel, por cierto, si lo quieres que te lo responda en español, lo puedo responder en español. Si eres un React Dev y que prefieres escoger entre Node o try Golang, I like the pet. I like the Ángel, what do you mean by I like the pet? Oh, I like the pet, the Golang pet. Ah, ya, la mascota de Golang. Ya. Sí, la mascota de Golang es chévere. I'll answer it in English. That way other people can also benefit from this. If there's other people that, want me to answer this in Spanish. Okay, ¿prefieres español, Ángel? Bueno, respondo en español. Total, mi consejo es que depende qué quieras. Yo creo que Golang va a ser una tecnología más robusta, es un mejor lenguaje de programación que JavaScript. Te va a dar chance de aprender cosas más complicadas como pointers, pero con un framework más sencillo. Vas a aprender lenguajes distribuidos, vas a aprender cosas que con JavaScript normalmente no lo ves. Y todo lo que tienes que aprender con JavaScript lo puedes seguir aprendiendo con React. Entonces, en pura cuestión de aprender, yo me iría por Golang. Pero ahora está el otro aspecto de que muchos trabajos siguen usando Node porque es muy fácil de hacer JavaScript en el frontend y JavaScript en el backend. Entonces como que se vuelve muy fácil pues usar JavaScript donde se pueda. Entonces, por esa parte, puede ser más fácil seguir con Node y esta canción está buena. Seguir con Node y tener más oportunidades de trabajo. Entonces, depende mucho de nuevo al final qué es lo que tú buscas. Si buscas más oportunidades de trabajo, y Golang ya hay varias oportunidades de trabajo, pero es más fácil encontrar en Node, pues yo me iría por Node. Si es por simplemente aprendizaje, yo me iría por Golang. Golang la verdad es que compite con C Sharp y compite con Java. Para mí que tiene mejores cosas que esas dos, nada más que no ha sido tan adoptado porque tiene apenas, creo que 14 años contra Java y C Sharp. Bueno, C Sharp no es tan viejo, pero Java ya es muy viejo. Entonces, pues nada, yo me iría por Golang. Pero de nuevo, tienes que tomar en cuenta el job market. Esa es mi recomendación. Eh, y pues nada, pues eso. eh, entonces vamos a terminar. Let's finish setting up our air. Um, there's a lot of things here that you really don't need. Like the only thing that I'm actually updating is this right here. Exclude file. I guess you could. It's not a package JSON really, but I guess you can add logs, miscellaneous stuff, screen if you want to like clear screen, keep scrolling. I don't know. Exclude directory, exclude files, whatever. So I don't know. Include extensions, but for now I'm good. So if I type air, database, interesting. Oh, you know what? I think I have to include like a .env file. Yeah, I'm not going to do air right now. I'm gonna leave the files there, but I'm just going to continue with my setup. And this is still running because I've never stopped my server. My server is running on the background, so that's fine. But yeah, here like it's not reading Postgres because I need to probably put the .env and I'm gonna take too long. And I don't want to show you guys how to set up air. This is not the stream for it. What I want you guys to see is the why did I close them? What I want you guys to see is the graphs and database setup and whatnot. Database services. So I was in the services game. I was here with my inner joins. Not here, get all games, no. I was doing it here. There you go, groups. Join groups GP, and I was doing, okay, so that should be fine. So now, when I click a game like this, I should see the, oh my god, I don't know why I have a match here. I played soccer recently, so I don't know if I got like a reaction from outside. Anyways, let's see this. Let's refresh. That sounds like a good song. Okay. Field name, Brickle Soccer, response. I'm not mapping it out, that's why I don't see it. Group ID. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's 8. Group name goes after score, so game dot group. Probably I have to do a game response DTO or game response, okay. Group string JSON group name, and then I remember I have like omit empty, that's the one. Omit empty. Omit empty. The comma. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do, make restart. Okay, so that's running fine. Okay, I got an error. Error near dot? Syntax? Do I have a syntax error? Get game by ID, okay. Did I map 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Okay, that's fine. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, here. Yeah, that join is not good. Inner join. Inner join groups and GP. I mean, that should go here. That should go there, okay. Make restart. Sí, el MERN stack tiene una buena parte del mercado, pero igual es una gran idea para salir de la rutina. Sí, mira, y si ya sabes del MERN stack, yo honestamente, pues sí, o sea, si tienes tiempo para aprender, a mí me gusta mucho Golang, entonces yo lo aconsejaría mucho, la verdad. Pero bueno, mi consejo. Vamos a cambiarle Did I add this to stream? Okay. ¿Algún material que recomiende revisar? Like aparte del canal. No. En verdad, o sea, concurrency no es algo que se use muy a menudo. Yo empezaría a hacer proyectos. Yo empezaría a hacer, no sé, cualquier cosa que se te ocurra con Golang. Cualquier idea que tengas, por ejemplo, esta idea que tengo yo, que sigue crashando, Dios mío. Intenta tú hacer tu solución para, no sé, algo que te interese y ármalo, porque así es donde más aprendes. Porque si ya sabes cómo hacer conexión con base de datos, si ya sabes hacer endpoints, ya sabes hacer no sé, yo no he puesto ahorita authentication en mi canal. Creo que saber hacer authentication con diferentes access grants a los usuarios es importante y una vez sabiendo eso puedes armar tu aplicación. Entonces, si ya sabes la mayoría, yo si fuera tú armaría mi propia aplicación. Eso es lo que yo haría. Build, guys. Build as much as you can. Build, build, build. Okay, so we're getting an error. So SQL state in game.go line 40. Okay, so game.go line 40. Group name? No. Where do I have an error? Oh, I got rid of that now. GP dot name. Score. Game dot group name. And let's restart that. Well, I didn't have to quit it, but F. Something with my F is going. There's something wrong there. Let's see. Really? 40? Oh, that's not okay. That's not meant to be there because it's on the Gettle Games. My bad. So this doesn't go there either. This is the one that we're trying to change. I don't know if GP ID equals G. Okay, that looks good. Score, game, group name. Game response, group name. Okay. ID, that looks fine. Join groups, GP on gp.id equals g.groupid. Okay, so that looks fine. So let's restart that. Am I missing something? Curl. I always forget the curl commands. So it's curl x get http localhost 8080 API v1 games. Games get game by ID. Games game. Game and then the ID. This is supposed to be the ID. Game skins. Create games by group ID. I believe it's user ID. I need to change this because I believe I'm passing the user ID here, but Let's try that. Let's do profile. So this is my user ID. There you go. I knew it. I knew we were using the games. I need to change this because it is misleading. Alright. So that is working. So okay, definitely then Get All Games is working. The Get Games by ID is not working because I have an SQL error. Okay. Also, let's change this user ID because then this is very misleading and we don't want that. Alright, let's save that. Then let's go to games. Let's go to Get All Games, where there's the user ID. So group. So this, that, and that's fine, but this should be user ID. I think that should be fine. So make restart, and then if everything goes well, I could just oh my god, UUID. Inbound input syntax for UUID. Damn it. So I know I changed G group ID, that's fine. Groups, group ID, group ID. So I put their user ID, so let's see, group ID. Okay, no, that's another one, okay. So I'm passing it as a string, y. Oh, I know why. Let's see, games controller. If so, then I should leave it as it is, as it was before. Where's my controllers? Get All Games group ID equals, okay, so I no, so then this is not right then. And because I'm passing a, well, I was passing a user ID. And I gotta fix it because otherwise it's misleading. So I'm gonna explain what I was what was happening before, which was an error. Well, no, it wasn't an error, but I made a lot of refactors. So before, no, it's in the game services. There you go. Okay, so before what I was doing is that I was passing the group ID, and with the group ID, I would pass it on here, where you see the TV query context, and then I would get all the games related to that group ID. To that group ID. What's the problem? The problem is that when a user signs in, I want to get the user's games from all the groups that user belongs to. And as you see here, the ID that I pasted here was the user ID, not a group ID. So it means that like I was, implementing the right idea. It's just that this was named group ID. So I'm actually going to undo. Game by ID. Okay, I'm gonna leave that as it is. So I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna restart. So just so you guys see, this is a user ID, okay? This is my user ID. So I'm gonna do a curl of get all games, and I'm gonna pass a user ID. Hold on a second, did I save that? And I have to restart this. Alright. Okay, so now okay, so now I have an error out of nowhere. Okay, so let's get rid of that for now then. Because I want to make sure that the other thing was working properly. Okay, let's leave that. This is a bit annoying. ¿Qué ondas, Miguel? ¿Cómo estás? What's up with you? How's everything going? Where do I have the error? Let's put this here for now. I mean, we're gonna add it, but I definitely don't recommend just leaving a comment like that. Either use it or delete it. So I'm gonna either use this or delete this later. But for now, this should be fine. Okay, so that should be fine for the get game by ID. So I shouldn't be getting any errors from there. 1, 2, 3. So group name, it's omit if empty, so this should be omitted. Okay. And then let's do this. Bar games, field ID. Okay, so this is where it ends. So I'm gonna replace all the user ID. No, I don't want to do that. So I know it was only here, so it was group ID and here. Group ID. Poco a poco nos estamos juntando los backend y devs aquí en YouTube. Salud, salud. Okay. So now let's retry that. Make sure that I don't have any errors. So I'm gonna hit restart. Doesn't seem that I have any errors. Also, I like this song. Let's save it. Okay. No, I was not testing that. Home games. Alright, so this function definitely doesn't work. ¿Qué tomas? Estoy tomando un sake. La verdad está muy bueno. El sake que estoy tomando es este. Gekkeikan. Un buen sake bastante como casual. Obviamente luego hay unos muy buenos sakes. Pero este está, la verdad que está muy bueno. Y así para echártelo normal está bueno. Hay mejores sakes, obvio. Pero no sé, me gusta que es bueno precio-calidad. Como que te da este es un botellón. Está enorme la botella. Y no sé, está rico. Me gusta mucho, la verdad. Lo recomiendo. Y pues sí, luego cuando ando más con ganas de un buen saque, mmm, creo que ah, luego anda un poquillo más carillo, pero es bueno, Soto Sake. Um, which, by the way, for all the English speakers, I was just telling which sake I like to drink. This sake is really good also, the Soto. I don't know, I went to Japan and I tried a lot of sake there, so I really liked it. This is a good sake, but the one that I'm drinking is this one, Gekkeikan. I believe this is made in California, and it's also really good sake, so which is not loading, but this bottle, it's really good. Highly recommend it. Pero sí, la recomiendo mucho, Héctor. Ahí cuando puedas darte un drinkcillo, vale la pena. Anyway, going back. Invalid input syntax for the UUID. Okay. So we're definitely having, I don't know what I did. I don't want to do undo, because I know that I can fix this easily. So I have my group ID here, group ID. That should be working. Okay, let's see. Alright, so there's something going on there. I got the groups there, but I don't got the games showing up. Actually, I like to use Firefox better. Localhost 3000. The sign up is good. And then fields, there you go, that's a bit better. Groups, games. It's null, okay. So let's see, what did I do? That's a good song too, by the way. I'm gonna add this. Add to collection, streaming. That's good. Let's see if this like Spotify like more like this. Add to favorites. Similar songs. I like that type of songs. Okay, anyway. Let's correct this. Probably moved a lot of stuff, and hence why I'm getting an error. Oh, we said we were gonna use Firefox. I mean, I'm very tempted to undo everything. It's a little bit annoying, but that is weird. Game Go. What did I change that now it's not? This one I don't like. That's strange. What did I do that I changed? Game response. Amount input syntax for type A UID. All my routes. I also changed my routes. Duh. That's okay. Let's see if I can redo everything. User ID. No, okay. Undo. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna save that. So in my routes, actually, let's open that here. Let's exit this. Routes, games, user ID. So that's what I intended. So then I'm gonna go to my game controller. And then here, because I'm putting in the URL user ID, and I have to put here user ID. Rookie mistake. It's weird that it comes up as a SQL state error, but make restart. There you go. Aha, there you go. Okay, good. Now I have to correct this one. I seem to have a lot. Let's see if I have a lot less than previously. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And let me see if I have the state saved. Let's go up. When I did the curl with a successful response. No way. I'm sure it. No. It was in the other one that I closed. Damn it. Let's see if this one has history saved. Well, I mean, kind of looks similar. Yeah, alright, I'll take it. 4 games. That's fine. Seems good for get all games. So it is corrected. Now what I can do is that this response here, why did I go through all the trouble? Server-side rendering, yeah, okay. Where's my API call? Get all games, there you go, okay. So now you should be seeing also the game tag group name. I did not add it. Get all games. Do I care for that? No, that's fine. Okay, but it works, so that's fine. Anyway, so now I can go here. Then I can do group name, and then there's a group name, that's fine. Ajá, ese legendario Dojo MX. Allá anda el buen Héctor. Okay, so where do I have my error now? I don't like this trap music, so let's switch that. Okay, I'm gonna close this, I'm gonna close that, okay. Oh, please don't tell me it was a coma. I hope it's not. I mean, I'm pretty sure before I had a coma. Make restart. It was a goddamn coma, I think. That was a very noob mistake. Anyway, noob mistakes happen to everyone, so there you go. Noob mistake for me. Anyway, let's go to the game details page. Why is this important? Because when I click on a game, I want to know to which group does that game belong to. So that is very important. So there's the field name. I'm gonna copy this, put that there, and then I'm gonna put single game. And I think I named this group name. Now, right now, this doesn't exist in the single game. Use tab select your single game from status. So I'm gonna have to go to my game slice. I have my single game. I also want to open my game interface, so I'm gonna put group name string. So now that error should go away. So now if I go here, Soccer Mondays, hey, there you go. We have our group name there. Now I want to make it a little bit smaller. Group. Yeah, there has to be a better presentation, I agree. Even though you didn't say anything. I know this. Like a card or something. I don't know. Let's see if we can create a card. Maybe shadow box? Box shadow. 0, 1px, 1px. 0, light gray. Let's see. Let's put this here. I could do this. Let's close this. That's done. Oh, that's very small. Yeah, I don't know. I can do that, so at least you guys can see a little bit of the browser. Max width. ¿Cuántos rack hooks lleva eso? No tantos. O sea, bueno, uso el use effect, uso el use app dispatch, que es de Redux Toolkit. Este es para agarrar como el ID de la ruta. Y este use app selector, estos dos son también de Redux. Entonces, aunque se vean que son varios hooks, estos tres son a fuerza. Este use router también. Bueno, no es a fuerza, pero es tan sencillo de utilizarlo con Next.js que por qué no, y el use effect. Entonces, no son tantos. No sé, no creo que esté tan complicado. Luego he visto otros proyectos que sí tienen una sopa de hooks, pero no sé, yo creo que este está por ahora un poco sencillo. Border radius. Vamos a poner, let's put 15 pixels. I always forget how to give like proper box shadow. Maybe a little bit of padding. Padding top 5. Yeah. ¿Qué hubo, papá? Soy Cristian, vengo para llover. Hey, Cristian, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo andamos? Un buen amigo y coworker, Cristian. Entonces, pues nada. Saludos, Cristian. Andaba echándome un saquecillo. Ahí les estaba enseñando al stream del saque. Me eché un Gekkei Can. Ya ahorita ando de este saque me va a pasar a un té para no ponerme loquillo. Eh, sí, sí, no, está a gusto echándome aquí el saque mientras hacemos la aplicación. Así es como debe de ser con una cheve. Luego, si se me antoja, me echo otro saquecito, pero por ahora voy a seguir el stream con té. Entonces, pues nada. Also, as I was saying, vengo para aprender de ti, mi cuate. Un abrazo. Quédate en el stream. Voy a estar aquí tan siquiera una media hora más. Y ya yo creo que depende que tanto, no sé, mientras no me regañe mi esposa, aquí seguiremos. Pero nada, I'm doing this both in English and Spanish, so there's, the English speakers can also enjoy the stream, but I also have the Spanish speaking audience, so I'm doing like a weird bilingual stream, which I think is cool. I think is unique. But anyway, so what I was trying to do is I have my games. This is solved already. Now I think this is useful because people before, or at least the users in mind, would go into a game. They see, okay, where did this game happen? So this is the field. So I don't know. Maybe I feel that this would be better if I just put that with a smaller font and put like field, and probably if I get rid of the font weight bold too. So let's get rid of that. Font weight. You know what? I think it's just easier if I do that. Yep. No need for regex. Alright, so it is what it is. Definitely I need some design application here, or design study, whatever. But this will suffice. But what's important about this is that you know where did the game happen at, to which group does this belong to, so Soccer Mondays, and like the game ID, which we will need. So now I can go into my groups, I can go into Soccer Monday, I can create a report, right? And then I'm gonna go to Google Sheets. Oh yeah, it's on Firefox. Let's go to Chrome. Google Sheets. And let's go to Footbeats. let's go to here, and what I'm going to do is paste the game ID, and then, no, that's not it. Oh my god. What's going on? There you go. Okay. So now this is the game ID. What happened to the music? Huh. Miami Beach. What? No. Citadel New. Okay, whatever. Let's put lounge. Lounge and chill, lo-fi beats. Okay. All right, let's go with that. Anyway, sorry for digressing. Anyway, so this is my CSV. So what I'm going to do is file. I'm gonna download this PDF. No, sorry, CSV. So download. Where is this CSV? So now I have the CSV, so now I can go into the application and I can do browse. So what I just downloaded, which is the 6th one, and upload file. So report was created successfully. So now if I go into the game, which was this one, I believe, there you go. So you see instantly the report, and that's what's cool about it. You can instantly create reports about a game. In this one, I put everyone know the score. If no one won, it means that it was a tie match. So definitely I need to also work on the edition, so it looks good. There's a lot of things that I need to work on. But yeah, editing the game. Also, what I ideally want to do, user ID right now, this is blank. What I want to do, and you don't see also members here, so you only see one member. What I want to do is that you cannot upload a report if there's no members. So then all of these members should be created before you can create a report, and then the user ID will be unique to a member. Now, I think put in the user ID, which would be something like this, would be a little bit hard for a user that's not tech savvy. So I can also put the user name, which should be unique to the group. So that can also be another way of like putting, okay, so instead of user ID, put the unique username. So for example, let's say that there's two Arturos, so there's Arturo F, or there's also Arturo V or Arturo P, like with their different last names, and then that's the differentiator, the username. And then once you have a unique username per group, then whenever you go into a profile, then right now the profile is blank, but Mexican, age 31, gender male, position midfield, level expert. I also need to work on the rerouting of this. But then when you see your profile, then you should be able to see the reports that are related to you. And then you should be able to see the graphs of how you've been performing over time. So especially I think something that people look a lot for is how many times you've won, and how probable it is your team to win if you're in their team. Do you have any advice for someone looking to get their first junior position, especially during this layoff situation? Django, you and I, my friend, we're in a very precarious situation. It's not that there's a lot of layoff. Well, no, there is some layoffs, but I think there's more supply of developers or software engineers out there and there's not enough demand for positions of any level. There's more demand for senior software engineers. I'm not seeing that much for a mid to senior either. So the problem there is that the barrier of entry into the industry is becoming tougher. That's that's a problem. So what can you do to get a junior position? I think, and I'm not saying this is on YouTubers' fault. Uh, I don't think so. But I think a lot of people idealized working in Silicon Valley, working at a FANG job, and everybody wanted to get there. So now people stop being very, how can I call it? They were not as attracted to work into, like, say, a small startup or a company that not many people knew, compared to like your typical FANG or Silicon Valley company. So as a junior, you're gonna have to like look for companies. Like if you get into a big company, that's great, that's awesome. And if you get into FANG, even better, of course. But yeah, you're gonna have to, friends and family. Best advice is to take time in the saddle. Yes, build stuff and showcase it. Yeah, honestly, I think that's the best thing. I'm trying to get out there, showcase my stuff. Let people know who I am, let people know what I do, etc., etc. I think network is something very useful that you can leverage. So I think 9 times out of 10, networking will get you your job. Well, maybe not 9 times out of 10, but like a high percentage. So yeah, go. How can you socialize or network? You can go into Discord groups. You can go into say React talks wherever you live. You can go to or any type of tech talk, and just go there, meet people, get yourself out there. Go with copies of your resume, and you can say like, hey, this is my resume, this is who I am, I'm currently looking for a job. So yeah, if you're looking for somebody, here's my resume. So yeah, essentially, definitely like move yourself around and whatnot. That would be my advice to you, Django. So let's continue with this. So I already have the reports. That is good. I think be able to edit the games is something that should be doable, or it has to be doable. Thank you. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, honestly, reach out as much as you can to anyone. Apply to, jobs that even if you don't know the technology, don't be afraid. As long as it's within your level, be open to learn new things, because that could open the door for you. Say if you're learning React or Node or JavaScript in general, if you see a PHP position or a Python position, if both of them are junior positions, still apply to them. And whenever they interview you, you can always tell them, look, I'm very passionate about programming. I'm willing to learn. I like to work as a team. So I think people will more often hire somebody that is willing to learn and that is coachable, to somebody that is really or that is adequate for the position, but that is not like easy to work with. So essentially, yeah, try to be a team player and try to always be willing to learn and reach out. That would be my advice. Okay, so going back to this, damn it, I need to be able to edit the game. I was sure I had that. Let's put that in the to-do. That is important. Text notes to do. Add unit testing. I already have some testing, but to do fix the sign that looks weird. That is done. Add edit delete to games. I think that I wanted to do before. Add delete to reports. I definitely wanted to do that too. Add member. Let's add the edit and delete games. That's something that it's maybe not as cool as having a graph. And the graph will probably take long, and I'm supposed to leave soon. So let's do that. Let's just add the edit and delete. Okay. So services game, I have get game by ID, I have get game by date field, I have the creation of the game, I have the update, okay, so that's good. So I have the edit, I have the delete, okay, so that's good. So the services are done. So now let's go to the routes, games. So I have, I think did I do this the previous stream? Maybe I did. So then let's go here. Okay, so I have create game. This like the game details. So games, create game. So what I'm going to do is add another folder. This is how you do it on Next.js. I'm gonna do games. I'm gonna put edit game, and then I'm going to put inside id.tsx rfc. This is going to be edit game. Props, not yet. And this is going to be similar to the create game. Component page, whatever you want to call it. Essentially, the only difference is that we want to get the ID of the game prior to editing, of course. But yeah, I don't want to like write this by hand if I already have this done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this. Let's actually just grab everything that we need inside of the component. So from const dispatch all the way down. By the way, this is not bad, but sounds like elevator music. Alright, there you go. That's more like lo-fi. I like lo-fi. Okay, so there's a lot of errors because I need to import. There should be like a, or okay, whatever. Container, so that's it. Mouse event, or better yet, let's do the following. Let's grab all the imports from here. Can I find module, create field? No, we're gonna get rid of that field. Let's get rid of that, use app dispatch. So let's get rid of this. I don't know why the pop-up is not right. Quit. Okay. Gonna have to quit MVim. That pop-up was bugging me. So edit game. Okay, there you go. All right, all good. Django. I've learned a good amount of React.js ecosystem because of university. This is I just graduated. I've also been learning C#. So, this is my personal opinion. I think people that know backend are in a better spot than people that only know frontend, because backend is a little bit more complex than frontend, in my personal opinion. And yes, there's a lot of complicated stuff in frontend. I'm not saying that there's not, but I think there's even more abstract stuff when you do backend. So the fact that you know C#, I think that puts you in a good position. Especially backend when it comes to C#, Java, Golang. I mean Rust, but Rust is really difficult. I wouldn't do Rust, to be honest. I like Rust. It's just that there's not a big job market, and the projects that I'm doing, I can do them easily in Go, so I don't see the reason to use Rust. But Rust is a good language. I have nothing against Rust. My point here being is that if you know C sharp, try to build projects with C sharp and see if you know the job market where you're at. If there's more C sharp jobs than Node, then definitely keep building more C sharp projects. And that should set you up really well because there's actually a lot of demand for Java and C sharp developers. There's like 10 times, if not like 100 times more jobs out there compared to your Golang jobs out there. So that would be my advice to you. All right, so I don't have any errors anymore. Instead of create, this would be update. Create would be update. Did I put field is game? Same principle. I copied the wrong component, but same principle. Create game. There you go. So container, so I just go here. There you go. So I don't need to select the field anymore, so I can get rid of this container because yeah, I already have that. So let's get rid of this select right here. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Placeholder, set game, let's get rid of that for now. Value on change, okay, right now. Okay. So the unchanged, we'll get rid of that. The value, we'll get rid of that for now. Handle submit. Use app dispatch, okay. Okay, there you go. Let's use prettier. Don't I have prettier? Mason. Linear formatter. 5. Okay. So that's what I've heard as well with Java, C Sharp. I feel that the majority of people are looking for jobs with Python and JS and not C Sharp and Java. Thank you again for your advice. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, of course, Django, anytime. And yeah, Python. So Python, there's a lot of more jobs in the machine learning space. So if you look for Python and machine learning, there's gonna be so many jobs out there. But if you're trying to do backend specifically, I think C Sharp and Java is gonna set you up for success. I think you cannot escape JavaScript if you're doing web applications, even if it's like full stack, or at some point the backend also has to like, check with the front end what's going on. So it's good that you know a little bit of JavaScript, but if you know C Sharp, I think you're gonna do well. And in my opinion, I like C Sharp better than Java, except for one thing, that when you learn C Sharp, you take on all the Microsoft environment, which I really don't like, but it is what it is. You can still, I program C Sharp in a MacBook, so that's not a problem. But, the ecosystem, like there's such a vendor locking with C Sharp, like you're going to be using Azure, you're going to be using C Sharp, you're going to be using, depends on where you work, but most probably than not, use a Windows laptop, the Microsoft SQL database. So that's something that I don't like. There's a lot of vendor locking, and I just don't like that. I like more flexibility. But C#.NET as a framework, I love it. If C# was not part of Microsoft, I don't know, it would be amazing in my opinion. Controversial take there, by the way. So what was I doing the page? Okay, so now we need to make, okay, create game. This is update game. So update game. Then update game. I'm curious. I'm gonna make another poll. I don't know how many people are here. Let's see. Start a poll. Which backend language do you like the best? C#, Java, Golang, and I'm just putting this 3 on purpose. So if you like other one, then I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe I should have put other. You know, for all the Erlang, Haskell, Scala, Rust people out there. Okay, so let's continue. Update game. So now let's make this visible. We're gonna go to game details. Where do I want to put this? Definitely below score. So somewhere here, button, edit game. That should be a link for from Next.js. So, whoop. href to, what is it? Games, edit game, and then we pass the ID. So we're gonna have to use backticks. So let's put that there. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And then this is going to be single game dot ID. Okay, so now button is not defined. Okay, so I forgot to import it. Material UI. Okay. No children were passed the link with href of, but 1 child is required. Oh, duh. Very important. Edit game. Okay, so now I don't like the way this button looks. Let's see, where do I have a button? Click class name button. Okay. I don't like this vibes. Let's put something more pumped up. Let's get rid of that. Well, let's put deep house. I don't know. Okay. No, what is this? Alright, that sounds a little bit more pumped up. Okay. Okay, so I have that. So now... Didn't I save this? There you go. Edit game. React component page. The default export is not a React component. Okay. So I have an error. Single game. Oh, probably I'm already exporting something like that. Export cons. Okay. Okay, so hold on. Okay. There you go. Edit game. Okay, so now export default function. The game. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Groups. Create. No, not create report. Create game. So I don't have to choose a field anymore. Damn it. What if I want to change the field? Damn it, okay. I'm gonna have to include this. I know I said that I was not supposed to, but I'm gonna have to, so... let's clean that up a bit. Create game. Select. So I'm gonna have to make use of this. Por eso el frontend no es lo mío. No es tanto rollo. Pero a mí se me hace más divertido porque puedes ver lo que estás haciendo en el backend. Tienes como mucha autonomía de cómo deben de ser las cosas y demás. A mí me gusta mucho. Sí tiene sus como cositas, pero... no sé, como que son detalles que... No sé, yo lo aprecio. Y no nada más eso, como que en el frontend también tú decides cómo se ven las cosas. Por ejemplo, que no sé que también se ve en móvil, pero... O sea, sí más o menos se ve en móvil. Y eso, pues, o sea, el user interface, que al final, sin el backend no es nada, pero de nuevo, si el backend no es consumido por un cliente, ya sea un frontend o un cliente terminal o lo que sea, pues el backend también no tiene uso. Entonces, de nuevo, como que pues, los dos necesitan el uno del otro. Pero, no sé, a mí se me hace muy chido como ver todo eso. Field is not defined. Ok. Fields, entonces necesito traer esto de React. I need to bring this from React Redux, so the field state. So edit game fields. I need a game state, which I already have here, but I need to, you know, bring an already created game, so use app selector is not defined, so let's import that. Do I have game input? That's what I don't like about like the LS. I think it's LSP Saga that it gives you like these actions. But then like that where it says code actions is stuck there now, so it's a little bit annoying. Okay, so what was I about to do? Game input. So what I'm seeing is that I'm using this interface twice. So what I'm going to do is delete that from there. I'm gonna go to my interfaces. I'm going to create a new interface called game input.ts. So export interface. Because I'm already using it twice. If I would only use it once, then I wouldn't do that. But it's just more organized, so why not? And then I can just do this. So I imported it. There you go. So same thing, just a little bit cleaner. There you go. Now I just like this really triggers me, or like grinds my gears, the pop-up. So let's right quit all. Okay, and it's edit game. Okay, so that's where we were at. And let's go into the front end. So this is our update game. No console log errors. So now what we have to do is get the game and populate which field is the one that the current game has. Populate the date and populate the score. So I need to bring a get game function. So game slice. Probably I created some files there by mistake, yeah. So delete, okay. So in my slice, I have the get game. No? Or fine, get single game. And where I pass the ID, okay. So I don't have a use effect. Let's use also prettier here. Why is prettier not working? There you go. Okay. So use effect and then get game within the use effect. Okay, use effect. So just a quick reminder, when you leave the dependency array empty, it means that there's no dependency. Obviously. But no, more than that, it means that you want this to render only every single time you mount the component. So upon initiation or upon entrance into the page. So that's what the empty dependency array means in the use effect. So this is like the component did mount, or will component did mount, like upon init, like ng init for Angular. So what I want to do is, do I want to dispatch? Get single game. Then I have to pass the ID, which I have to use the router equals use router, and then not get games. So I want to get the ID like so, router dot query ID, and then here I'm gonna get my game, so I'm gonna pass the ID like so. Now this is gonna complain, I believe. Let's see. Use effect is not defined. Well, first import it. There you go. So now that I have the game, I need to set it. Which, by the way, if I'm gonna copy this line, what this line is making sure that happens is that if the ID is null, meaning if for some reason the component is just loading and you haven't gotten the ID from the parameter, URL parameter, or if the ID is of non-type string, this is to make sure that the component doesn't complain, then you return. Otherwise, you just get the single game. Now, what I want to do for now is make sure that I'm getting the game. So actually, I'm just gonna console log. Console log. And I need to get a single game from, let's order this a little bit. Okay, there you go. So single game, and then I'm gonna put here state dot game. So then now I can console log single game because that's from my Redux state. So single game. Get single game. Hold on, I'm pretty sure I have this in my game slice. Single game, yeah. Use app selector. Why wouldn't I be able to get that? That sounds like it's doing what it's intended. Let's refresh. Okay, so I have an error right there. Cannot destructure property get single game as it is undefined. Am I missing something? Get single game, console log. Was it that? I hope it wasn't that single game. I mean, I know it's about the destruction, but sometimes sometimes it gives you weird errors where you can fix easily, where you have typos, like the typo that I had right here. Let's see. Use app dispatch router. Use app selector fields. Get single game. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm destructuring the method. Wow. Well, rookie mistake. Again. Okay, so now single game cannot structures use app selector as it is undefined. Okay, well, at least with its progress. I know why. Okay, so use app selector. What am I doing? Single game. That looks right. State dot games. There you go. Okay. Anyway, so that's good. So now I need to set the state. I wonder, can I do a dot then? Set game, the field ID with single game dot ID, then group ID with a single dot group ID, game date with the single game dot game date, and then score, same, you know, if I write it properly, single game dot score. Oh, I got rid of the values. Yeah. Create game. So let's actually not get all fields. Previous game group street ID. So I may use this like, so essentially whatever, okay, so I have to do that. Got it. Group ID, string ID. Alright, so let's do that too. That's important. I knew I was missing something. Oh, I see some polls changing right there. So I see some 4 boats, so 3 for Golang, 1 for C#. That's good. I'm curious if people watching here have a preference for a front end. Just curious. JS framework. Vue, Svelte, or, well, I'll put Angular too. Angular. Svelte, Kit, Vue. I think it's Nox.js for Vue. Anyway. Where am I? Oh, so 50-50 between Svelte and React. Nice. So previous game. I don't think I need that. I think this is fine as I have it here. Okay. Okay. Option value, choose field options. Alright, I'll leave the select at the end. It can be a little bit annoying. Date. So value equals game dot game date. So it says a component is changing in an uncontrolled way. Am I missing this? The unchange. Let's copy that. I remember like setting the date on a date picker can be tricky. Damn it, okay. That's something to do. Let's put it on the to-do list. Or notes. So if that is done, let's get rid of that. In process. I'm actually gonna have to leave soon. Set date in date picker when updating. The score. So let's jump back. Okay. Edit game, is that? Game, no. That's wrong. Game date. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. Let's do. Okay, so that definitely means that this is not right. This right here. So what I want to do probably is add another user effect, and this is going to be different. I guess this like a did mount, I guess? No. So essentially it will depend whether we already have a single game or not. So if we don't have a single game, this won't trigger. Once we have a single game, then we can set the game. I know there's probably like a better way of doing this, but I just want to see if I can get this done now, and then later I'll improve my code. Okay, so we have the square. Okay, so I was not that far off. Okay, so let's refresh. So I could be changing this like caused by decide what happens when using, I believe, okay, input and div. I think this is the select one, maybe. I think this is the select one. Oh, looking at the poll. Oh wow! So we have 4 voted different. That's cool. That's funny. And this song is good, by the way. Oh, I already saved it. Alright, so let's go to select. That seems that it's being controlled. Game date. Value, game date. Unless if I get rid of the value. No, okay, that's still there. Okay. Oh, I don't have the fields, that's why. Okay, so dispatch get all fields, so I want to get that, and I want to put that in initial. Yep. Probably, did I import this? Okay, so now it's there, so get all fields is imported. I just imported it. Okay, there you go. Interesting. Okay. Did I not save it? I should sell the fields there. Okay. Oh, I probably missed the ID. No, I did not miss the ID. Dispatch, use app dispatch. That looks fine. Am I setting all the fields? I don't think so. What am I missing? I don't think this is being caused by my set state of the game in the beginning. Oh, it was? Oh, so it is. Okay, it is, okay. So the error is here. Yeah, I just have to do something like, if not single game return, and maybe we'll get rid of that error. Okay, let's try that. That should trigger that. What am I doing that's not right? I'm getting sleepy, but we're gonna get this done before I leave. Maybe I have to do the preview, so previous game. Wrap this in parentheses. Then GitHub repo for Footbit. That's a private repo, Asri. I'm later gonna give you guys something similar so you can create your own projects. But for now, this is a private repo because it's a project that I want to do, not open source. So interesting. So I am getting after a save, I get this state. But yeah, so I'm planning to release a Udemy course where I show all of this. Maybe I don't do like complex joins, but I do like authentication, authorization, admin users, normal users, obviously create, delete, update, and read. But for Footbit, this is like a passion project, so I don't know. I don't want to share it yet. I'll share it later though, but not yet. And also, there's a lot of things to do that I don't think it's ready to be out there. Okay, so that's fine. So, setting the game. Let's see. Which, by the way, for whoever is viewing this, there's a lot of things that I need to clean this repo before I make it public. So I'm gonna make something similar to this and make it public for free. And also I'll make a course in Udemy. So like, obviously when I make the project public, I won't be explaining everything step by step. The Udemy course is something that if you want to learn and me taking you by the hand, that helps. So just putting it out there if you're interested in either or. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff planned to put on the channel for free so you guys can learn. Even authentication and authorization and signing and all that stuff. I plan to release that in YouTube before I put anything on Udemy. So do not worry. I plan to put a lot of stuff here for free so you guys can learn. All right. So that is something that really catches me off guard. So I have this. Right quit all. No, right quit the left pane. Sorry. Edit game. Okay. There you go. Same thing. Okay. So this is where we were at. Prison game is declared, but I was never read. I mean, game. Previous. Brief game. Yeah, that's what I had. Brief game. Okay, for this I need the full screen. So, this is the weird thing. So when I save it, it works, but when upon initiation, it doesn't. That's something that I need to change. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Can you do a dot then to a function inside a dispatch? I don't know, this is me just like, because I know I have to do, I know I have to like set the game state only if the single game exists, but I need to do that after this. Yeah, no, so after this hook, but then I don't know, like I know I'm using type string that is not assignable to type string. Yeah, don't bother. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe this late. What am I missing? I know that this is dependent that the game exists, but yeah. I need to make sure of like a use memo or something to keep this close, but anyway. Let's go into the notes. Keep navbar closed or open depending on previous cache. Okay. Alright, let's stop and think for a moment before I carry on. Okay, so we got the fields, so that's good. Is that November 13? I don't think so. Date. Placeholder date. So let's see what this shows. So single game dot game date. I'm gonna go here, change the ID. Whoa, okay. String split. No. Anyway, okay. 11:06. Okay, so that definitely does match. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, so my problem is that I'm not loading the state upon initiation, but I also need to make sure that I can only load the state if we already have the game, the single game. So and I'm using this because whenever the change of single game state changes, then we trigger that. So that's what we want to do right now. And it's not working unless I save the file, which is not what I want to do. I want this to work upon initiation. So this is my protective if. I'm setting that. I've used things that I really don't care for the previous state because I'm gonna put all the state within my game, so I don't care if I quote unquote don't keep previous state. And I'm mentioning that because whenever I try to create a game, I'm using this right here, which is previous game. Why is that important? Because for this, I did want the, this state to be empty except for the group ID. In this case, I really don't care because I want everything to just come as the database has it stored, which is with the field ID, with the group ID, with the game date. Yeah. Now, you may, I guess I can. Or, okay, so before I try something crazy and delete everything, I'm just gonna comment this out. I'm gonna put the single game, and then I'm gonna put everything there. I've done this before. I know that I've done this before. Let me see if I have the repo where I've done this before. GitHub. Oh. I gotta sign into my GitHub. GitHub can be a little bit of a headache sometimes. Using the two file. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. So now let's see what I did in my previous repo. Packages, projects, organizations. Turn on this in the front end. Features. Edit. So it's weird because what I have right here is what I normally use. What am I missing? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm twisted a little bit funny. What am I missing? Why? I just wanna fix this bug. I don't know why it's being so annoying. Normally I do this with no problem. I'm also very tired, so yeah. So when I save, it works, but what I want is this to show up upon in it. That's the problem. Let's see if I get any error. I would say that this was the okay. Not single game. Return. We said that that went away. So we refresh. We don't see the error here that we got before. Okay, so that's good, but we don't get the game. Again. Do I want to trigger it separate? Order of use effect. I know. Okay, everything outside the use effect will run first, and then the effects will be called in order. Note the use effect accepts the dependency array. Yeah. Multiple use effect. Cool. So this is what I want to see. Okay, for example, blah 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 with styles. Okay, this is what I care for. I mean, I know that this will run first because it has empty, but I'm curious if there's one like or both that are empty that will run. Okay. With the populate dependency array, like I said, will run on mount EA when our component is mounted for the first time, as well as on the value change. React will only re-render the page when it has called all the use effects. Then it will update the value socket. Okay. Ah, see, that is what I care for. So first effect, second use effect. Okay. Let's refresh. Ah, I thought I had something there. uh, I think I'm about to call it a night. I know it's something like stupid, like there's a small mistake there that I've overlooked, whatever. Kind of annoys me because I know that like there should be an easy way to do this, but whatever. I'm gonna finish the stream here. I think I did like 2 hours stream wise. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you later on the next stream.